A project in which I'm going to show you how I was able to draw from zero to hero, from scratch to finish. Hello, what's up guys? This is another episode of Infinity Build Consult, providing you with Revit lesson from zero to hero. So guys, on today's lesson, we are going to learn how to draw a building plan and a site plan. So I have a project in which I'm going to show you how I was able to draw from zero to hero, from scratch to finish. So when you see on the screen, you have some cool exterior view, and you also have some block plan and site plan, as you can see. And this block plan can be seen on the far left, and the site plan can be seen on the far right. So we are going to do this thing in Revit today, in our lesson today, in which you have the boundary wall. We also have the proposed building, we have the pavement blocks and the fence wall and the expecting chamber as well. So I'm going to teach you how you convert a site plan into a block plan and also put them on sheet. So guys, let's move into the tutorials for today. Okay, so this is what our drawing is going to be, or our tutorials is going to be. We are going to give you the exterior view. After we are done with everything, we are also going to provide you with a block plan, a floor plan, electrical layout plan, roof plan, sections, elevations, doors and window schedules, fence wall and septic tank, in order to be able to produce a complete drawing. We have other elementary drawings or supplementary drawings, such as the plumbing layouts plan. We are also going to add this in our tutorials that will come early. Okay, so guys, let's move into the course for today in Revit. Okay, so when you receive a file, such as, let me give you an images of the file. So this was a drawing in which I had, and I was able to turn it into what I showed you here. So this was what I received, or this was what I was having, and I was able to turn it into what you have here. And also this was the plan without any dimension. So sometimes you have a client, in which the client to give you this kind of idea that I want the same kind of this. You first have to get a site plan. You have to get this site plan, and you have to be able to convert the bearings and the distance into a block plan. And after then, you have to do the setbacks for the site, in which we have the frontage setback, we have the side setbacks, we have the rear setbacks. So we have to get these setbacks here, and this is an example that I'm showing you and how to get your setbacks. So you multiply the whole footage of your area, then you divide it by 35%. Also, you can check the zoning code in the country in which you are. They have a specific information which guide you to do your setbacks very well. So guys, let's move into our Revit. We first have to open our template in which we used the other day. And if you want the template, just type "I want this template" at the comment section box, and I promise you that I'm going to produce it for you. And also the files that I have here, if you want the 3D, if you want the site plan, anything that you want, just put it at the comment section box, and I'm going to produce it for you. So in our previous tutorials, we learned about levels and grid lines. If you've not watched that video, kindly check it out at the top here or at the top here. So we're able to do levels, we're able to add in grid lines. But on today's lesson, we are learning about block plan and also site plan. So I would like to select all the grid lines which I created, and I will delete everything from the working area, because we normally work in these four corners of the cardinal point for us to see what we've done in the elevation or the building elevation area. Okay, so guys, before we can start, we first have to find the area of the site plan or the area of the block plan. So we have to open our site plan. We have to open, so this is the site plan shown in a red line, and this also shows that there is a road in front of the site, and this also shows other site plans which has not been established, which is not for the clients we have here. And also at the top here we have the plan data and also the beacon index. So this helps us to get the size or the area footage of the site. So we have the distance and we have the bearing. So when you come into Revit, when you come to massing, let me do a rectangle here so that you can see under the massing area. Another massing area, when I come to the massing area, these are elements in which help us to create. So we have the modified site, we have the modified site area, model site area, sorry. So this helps us to create elements such as tree components in which we place them on the site. So we are going to use the property line. So with the property line, when I put my cursor on it, it gives us an image here which is shown on the screen. So with the property line, we have two types of property create boundaries. We have creating using the distance and the bearing. We also have creating using sketch. So let me open the one with the distance and the bearing to show you something. So under the distance, as you can see, we have 0. You can insert more distance and the bearing to add up here. So when you see the site planning which we have, you can see we have these bearings here and the distance here. So as you people are new to what I'm teaching here, I'm going to use the sketch so that it will be simple for you now. So creating by sketch. So I'm going to divide my screen into two so that you can see this one here and see this one here. So before you can bring this property line in your building, you just have to know where you are starting from. So you can see this figures has 1 here, and this figures has 2 here, and this one has 3 here and 4 here. So we move from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4. So when you come here to, we have 1 here, we have 2 here, we have 3 here, we have 4 here. So when we want to move from 1 to 2, we just have to use 1 to 2 is 43.9 inches, 43 feet, 0.9 inches. So how do we convert inches or feet inches into millimeters? You know, when you want to convert feet into millimeters, you have to multiply the figure by 300. If you want to multiply inches into millimeters, you have to multiply it by 25. So let me use a calculator to convert this thing for you so that you can see how it works. So we are going to convert 43 feet 0.9 inches into millimeters. So I first have to multiply 43 times 300, in which I had 12,900, and 9 inches multiplied by 25, I'll get 225. So I'll add this up, 12,900, in which I have 13,125. So that will be my line from 1 to 2. So I'll just have to come here, just click from here, and I'll do 1 to 2, 13,125 here. And also I'll convert from 2 to 3. As you can see, from 2 to 3, we have 2 here and 3. So 2 to 3 is, at the distance area is 80 feet. So at the 80 feet area, I'll just have to convert 80 times 300. I had 2,400. So I'll just do 2,400. 24,000, sorry. 24,000. So from 3 to 4 is 41.7 inches. So 41.7 inches, back to my calculator, 41 times 300 gives us 12,300, and 7 inches is divided by 25. So 7 inches is multiplied by 25. We had 175. So 175 plus 12,300, we had 12,475. So we just have to key in 12,475 to get 3 to 4. And from 4 to 1 is 42.1 inches. So 82.1 inches, sorry. So let me convert 82.1 inches to 81 divided by, multiplied by 300, which is 24,300, and 1 foot is 300. 1 inches is 25. So we multiply 25 by 1, we still get 25. So we are going to have 24,325. So 4,325, right? So you can see our boundary lines weren't able to meet. So if you check up this here, you can see this one is larger than this one. So you just have to hold this one and join it here. So this is what you can see here. Okay. After I'm done, I'll just have to do finish. Then it creates our boundary lines for us. So we now have the boundary lines. And normally what we do is, when we are working on a site plan or a block plan, we have to have a level in which it will be our ground level where the block plans happens. So this level 0 means the ground starts from 0 level. So we can change this one and do it site plan. Site plan is cool. We do yes here. Okay, then we delete the default site plan from it. So now we have the property boundary line, property line here. So the next thing that we are going to do is to add the topo surface of the area. So I just have to click on the topo surface, in which deals with the contour surfaces and the undulating surfaces. So I'll click on auto topo and just put my dot here, 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, and just do finish. So when I come back to my elevation, I can see the topo has been created. When I also go to my 3D, I can see the topo has been created. So the first thing that we created was the property line or the boundary line for the site plan, and then we were able to create the surface, let's say the earth on the site plan. So if you have something, maybe you have a curvy side, you can use the point surface and a simplified surface. So we are not going to talk about this today. So if you manage to create our topo, we've managed to create our boundary line. So I just inserted the topo. So when I select all, you can have the property line and the topo here. You can also change it here. We have to do the setback and also know where the main building will be, the boundary walls. So we have to come to the architecture area, just choose a wall. The size of the wall should be, let's say, 150. So after you've drawn your wall, you just have to align it to the edge of your property line. So when I come back to my elevation, I can see it here. When I do realistic, I can see it here. So you have to know the size or the length, the height of your walls. So let me filter it here and choose the height of my wall. So the height of my wall should go to level 2. The height of my wall should be at level 2. So I've reduced it. So after we've drawn the boundary walls, we have to draw the main lines, or we have to do a setback. So I'm going to use a line. So when you see this picture here, we have a real setback of 15 feet, and this one is 5 feet, this one is 5 feet, and this one is 20 feet. So let's do, maybe from here to here should be 3 meters. Pick detail line. From here to here should be 5 meters. let's do 1500 here. 1500 here, and let's do 6000 here. So this area will be termed as our setbacks. Okay, so this is where we are going to draw our main building, and this is going to be the front of the building. So I know you've managed to learn about how to draw a property line, a topo surface, and also indicate the setbacks of your building. So in the tutorials to come, we are going to provide you how to draw a floor plan within this area, and also have a similar building as you can see here with this exterior view, ground floor plan, electrical layout plan, roof plan, and also all the drawings here. So if you have any comments, just keep it at the comment section box, and also these files will be put at the description area, so just download it and use it. If you have any question, just subscribe to the channel. We are a new channel and we want to help you with the experience that we have, so please subscribe to the channel for new videos. Thank you for now.